All right, pictures on your screen right now of the Prime Minister with talks with President Muzu from Maldives, which is currently underway. We're getting you up to speed with this important visit, a two-day visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is, in fact, in Maldives, a key partner for India, maritime partner in the Indian Ocean. And of course, this comes after a year or so of a rather tumultuous relationship between both the nations. The Prime Minister's visit, of course, to help reset and strengthen diplomatic ties between both the countries. What's significant is that the President of Maldives himself was there to receive Prime Minister Narendra Modi today as he landed in Malé. This is the Prime Minister's visit to Maldives aimed at strengthening diplomatic and economic relationship with Maldives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Malé, and a series of agreements, memorandums of understanding on the agenda. This is to enhance the ties between both the nations. It's a two-day visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He is also serving as the chief guest at the country's 60th National Day celebrations. Well, this is significant as it marks the first under President Mohammad Muzu's administration and follows the recent tensions in India-Maldives relations, sparked by the India Out campaign. Last year, the Maldivian president was in India as well, emphasizing on the significance of the relationship between Malé and New Delhi. Spoke about how it is built on respect and shared interest. This visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is an extension of that as well. New Delhi and Malé are one of the largest trade and development partners. The Prime Minister's visit expected to reset and strengthen diplomatic ties between India and Maldives. Maldives is India's key maritime neighbor in the Indian Ocean region as well. Earlier this year, the Defence Minister had also emphasized that Maldives holds a special position under India's neighborhood first policy. This aims at bringing stability and prosperity to this entire Indian Ocean region. Prime Minister Narendra Modi earlier got a grand welcome, a ceremonial welcome, and also was witness to cultural performances that were planned specially for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was also seen interacting with members of the Indian diaspora. Previously inspected the Guard of Honor in Malé. President Muzu was seen in the ceremony as well. The visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi comes at the invitation of the Maldivian President. This is Maldives' 60th Independence Day and also, importantly, the 60th anniversary of India-Maldives diplomatic ties. The Prime Minister is going to be attending the Independence Day celebrations in Malé as the guest of honor. His presence at this national event underscores India's outreach to strengthen bilateral ties amid a changing regional dynamic in the Indian Ocean. Ceremonial welcome was what Prime Minister Narendra Modi was accorded earlier today, with the Maldivian President Mohammad Muzu accompanying him. Right now, there are talks which are underway between both the leaders as we speak. Pictures on your screens at this point in time. The Prime Minister, like I said, will be attending the Maldives' 60th Independence Day celebrations as the chief guest. This moment also marks 60 years of diplomatic ties between both the nations. India has spoken about how both the nations share deep-rooted ties, describing Maldives as a key partner in India's neighborhood first policy. Prime Minister Modi would be inaugurating several India-assisted development projects while in his two-day stay in Maldives. Multiple memorandums of understanding expected to be signed during the trip. Pranay Upadhyay is with us. Pranay, the very latest with Prime Minister Modi holding talks with President Muzu. Pictures of the same on our screens. Talk to us about what's on the agenda. Are we also expecting some sort of a joint statement? What more can you tell us?
Definitely, a joint statement is expected after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. But during the visit, you can make out, I'm trying to look for the exact name of this cultural dance because this is a special cultural heritage between India and Maldives because India and Maldives share an old historic cultural connect between the two countries, and the visuals clearly shows that President Mohammad Muizu is giving perfect attention to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who's a guest of honor for the 60th Independence Day anniversary of Maldives. And this visit is happening at a time when both India and Maldives are celebrating the 60 years of their diplomatic ties. We have seen, this is kind of a reset visuals, resetting the ties, from the acrimonious or a bitter statements of few months ago, or in 2023 when the Mohammad Muizu assumed office. After that, we are witnessing these visuals in October 2024 when President Mohammad Muizu visited India. India and Maldives signed a comprehensive maritime and security economic partnership initiative, and both the leaders are likely to review that partnership, and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision for Mahasagar, which is a vision for the mutual growth, security for all in the oceanic region around Indian Ocean region. So that Maldives is also subscribing to that idea of Mahasagar, which is the idea mooted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Beyond that, while Prime Minister Narendra Modi, approached the presidential palace of Maldives, the new building, the newly constructed Defense Ministry headquarters of Maldives has a huge picture of Prime Minister Narendra Modi because India assisted Maldives. So from the point where the Indian defense personnel were being objected by the politicians of Maldives, while as an opposition leader, Mohammad Muizu opposed to the presence of Indian defense personnel. In fact, India placed those defense personnel as technical assistants for the operation of the helicopters, for the operation of the aircrafts and operation of the offshore vessels there. But but the Muizu, when he was in a position, he opposed to that. But after that, when he assumed power, when he realized that it is very important and significant to have partnership with India, and now we see these visuals where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is having one-on-one talks with President Mohammad Muizu of Maldives, and around 40 minutes is one-on-one conversation which is scheduled between these two leaders. After that, there will be a delegation-level talks, and both the leaders are likely to inaugurate many developmental projects, the India-assisted infrastructure projects, because you know that Maldives is an island country composed of around over 1,000 islands. And India is providing the facility to have a better connectivity, the infrastructure development in Maldives, and that is very important. And India is giving over $100 million of assistance to Maldives for the high-intensity, high-impact community development projects. So this is the broad overview of India-Maldives relation. And within the while Prime Minister Modi will be in Malé. He will be holding these bilateral talks, these engagements with the Maldivian leadership, and besides that, tomorrow, when Maldives will be celebrating its 60th birth and Independence Day, then the Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the guest of honor on the Independence Day celebration of Maldives.
All right, these are details that Pranay Upadhyay is sharing with us about the significance of this visit.